Hey everyone, and welcome to Multiverse Media, the channel that talks all things geek culture. I'm Asher Friedberg, and today we're going to be talking about the major reveal at the end of the first episode of Stargirl's second season. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share to help our channel grow. Also, spoiler warning now for episode 1 of Stargirl Season 2. While there's a decent amount to break down from the first episode of Stargirl's second season, like the introduction of Jade and the name drop of the Flash and other timelines, the end of the episode introduced us to the villains of the second season. As we saw at the end of the episode, Shiv has returned and is in recruitment mode for assembling Injustice Unlimited. In the comics, Injustice Unlimited was the successor team to the Injustice Society. It appears that this series is going to be adapting a version of that team. So let's talk about this team. Shiv goes through the files for Injustice Unlimited, and the first photo we see is of Brainwave Jr, which Shiv tears up as he died in the first season. The next photo we see is the child of Sportsmaster and Tigress, Artemis Crock. She's a fairly big character in the Young Justice animated series, being a protégé of Green Arrow. In this series, she is currently being played in a more antagonistic role, but that's not to say that couldn't change. After Artemis, we see a photo of the child of the Fiddlers, Isaac Boeing, who could be the third Fiddler in the family. We were introduced to his character last season when he bashed a kid's head with a tuba. Next is Cameron Mckenz, the son of Icicle, who is likely going to go on to become a version of Icicle Jr, another character featured in Young Justice. I imagine this version of the character will be a bit more heroic than the version in Young Justice, as the show has shown Cameron to be a good kid, and a potential love interest of Stargirl. It'll be interesting seeing the two pitted against one another. Alright, let's talk about the big bombshell from the file, Mike Dugan. This one personally surprised me, as he is a child of a JSA member, not the ISA. Also, as far as we know, Mike really doesn't have any special abilities. He could potentially become the Star-Spangled Kid, as I have mentioned in the past, or he could even go on to become a new Stripe. But chances are, his character is just being used by Injustice Unlimited to infiltrate the Whitmore-Dugan family, and from there, the Justice Society. Finally, Shiv holds up the shard containing Eclipso, who I imagine will be a member of this team. In the comics, Eclipso is known as an angel of vengeance and considered the wrath of God. He has had other roles throughout DC Comics, from being a generic villain to having even possessed the likes of Superman and Shazam. We could also see the potential return of Solomon Grundy, the Gambler, and maybe even Icicle, as we aren't quite sure how his powers work. Even though he was shattered, he could just melt and reform. Finally, we can't forget about the Shade, who is set to be a major villain for this season. We don't know if he'll be working alongside Injustice Unlimited or if he'll be stirring up trouble on his own. It's looking like the Justice Society will be facing off against Injustice Unlimited this season. Are you a fan of this team being the antagonists of Season 2? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all for watching, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and share, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all next time.